Good evening, Avon Grove Charter School families. We are so happy to be here with you again this Sunday night. We just finished our first full week back after Christmas break, so I hope you enjoyed your vacation and the kids are not vacation, weekend, and that the kids are rested. I know my weekend was restful. How about yours?
Mine was a great weekend. And that last week, coming back after a nice break, 5 full days, it was a great week. We had a lot of fun. The kids were loving the sensory bath, and every time we see them in the hallway, they're just running up and down it. It's amazing.
Yeah, this week we had some flurries of fun where prospective kindergarten families come in and tour the school. The students come in, their children come in and meet the teachers and do some kindergarten activities, and they were loving the sensory trail. The parents thought it was cool. So if you do know of a family who has a child who will be starting kindergarten next year, have them go online, register, sign up for a tour, so they can come in and see what kindergarten at Avon Grove Charter School is all about.
Yes.
So we are back to reading, and today I'm going to be reading a book called Totally Cool Caves and Hot Volcanoes.
Oh,
there you go.
I can't wait to learn something new.
There we go. Boom, the top of the mountain blows. A cone with a hole is left in the earth. It is a kind of landform called a volcano. Landforms are the shapes we see in the land. A mountain can have a pointy top. A plain is a wide area of flat land. There are lots of amazing landforms across the United States. Let's explore more. Hot lava and cool caves. Kilauea is one of the most amazing volcanoes in the world. It has been erupting since 1983. Each time hot melted rock called lava spits out, it spreads out and covers the land. As lava cools, it becomes hard rock. I don't know if you can tell, but there's that. It looks like a car that's in the cooled lava. Caves are another kind of landform. These wonders are under the ground. Our country has the longest cave in the world, Mammoth Cave. It has secret rooms and hundreds of miles of tunnels. It even has rivers. And this Mammoth Cave is in Kentucky. And when I grew up, I lived in Illinois and vacationed in Kentucky during the summer, and I visited Mammoth Cave quite a few times. So it is amazing. Mendenhall Glacier Caves in Alaska. Way up in Alaska, you can find the Mendenhall Glacier Caves. They are inside a huge piece of ice called a glacier. How are the caves formed? As ice melts, it drips into cracks in the glacier. The water slowly carves out the caves. They look like blue glass. Wow. That's beautiful. Rocks that rock. The Grand Canyon in Arizona. I wonder how many of you have ever been to the Grand Canyon. Have you been to the Grand Canyon?
I have not. I have not.
I have visited the Grand Canyon one time, and once again, it's just amazing. Now this is a big landform. It is the Grand Canyon. Canyons are made when wind or rivers wear away rock. The Colorado River began carving the Grand Canyon about 6 million years ago. There's a reason it's called the Grand Canyon. This massive landform is 277 miles long and 18 miles wide in some places. It takes about 5 hours to drive around its edge. Rain and ice can also wear away rock. Strange shapes are left behind. A landform called an arch is one example. In Utah, you can find more than 2,000 of these amazing arches. Here are 3 more rock and landforms in the United States. Try to figure out which is which. This is a canyon with steep, wavy walls. This is a butte that is a high hill with a flat top. This one has a funny name. It's a hoodoo, which is a skinny tower of rock. Sometimes it has a rock on top that looks like a hat.
So I'm going to guess that number 1 is the canyon.
I think you're right.
Number 2 is the hoodoo.
Yeah.
And number 3 is the butte.
Nice. And you were telling me something you did when you were a teacher.
Oh,
learning
yes.
about landforms.
In 4th grade, we used to build islands all made of different landforms, and the students would research landforms, and then they would build them out of that salt clay, and then they would paint them, and they would always have a theme, a dolphin theme, or some would go up into Alaska where it was really cold, and it was a really amazing experience for them to learn all about different landforms.
Yeah, I would love to have seen some of those. Land meets water. The places where land meets water have names too. An ocean is a massive body of salt water. Its waves crash on the shore. Pounding waves create a flat piece of sandy land called a beach. There are many beautiful beaches in our country. And we have quite a few.
Yes, we do. Right in our backyard.
That's right. Niagara Falls, New York. I've been there too.
I have been there, yes.
Nice. We have waterfalls too. A waterfall happens when a river flows over a cliff. The Niagara Falls are big and powerful. The water flows over at up to 68 miles per hour. That is as fast as a speeding car. Each year, the water wears the cliff away just a little bit. Crazy colors. Look at the crazy colors in the Grand Prismatic Spring. A hot spring like this is made when water seeps up from deep in the ground. When the water comes up, it's about 160 degrees Fahrenheit. That is way too hot for swimming. The colors are made by tiny living things called microbees in the hot water. Amazing. That is pretty cool.
That's beautiful.
Looks like a rainbow.
It does.
Not all landforms are made by nature. This geyser formed when people drilled into a rock to make a well. Hot water from underground broke through. Fly geyser cones formed slowly. Over many years, minerals in the water built up into mounds. Whether they are made by water, wind, or people, these landforms are something to see. Here's our beautiful United States of America. And which is more amazing? You decide. Bryce Canyon National Park or Turnip Rock in Lake Huron, Michigan. So at Bryce Canyon is filled with hoodoos, tall rock towers. The rock is an orange-red color. Mountain lions, black bears, and foxes live here, but they are hard to find. And local American Indians have a myth about the hoodoos. In their story, an angry god turned spirits called legends of people into tall stones. In Turnip Rock, Lake Huron, Michigan, this tiny island was made by waves. It took thousands of years to form. It got its name because it looks like a vegetable called a turnip. During most of the year, you can only get to Turnip Rock by boat. In winter, the water around it freezes solid. Some people walk on the ice to visit.
Wow.
All right, lots of amazing things. So if you have the opportunity this evening with your family, maybe you can talk about some of these things, or if you've ever visited any of those places, you could find one of us at school this week and let us know all about it. So I think one thing that is coming up in the near future, we've got National School Choice Week.
Yes.
And then at the end of National School Choice Week is Family Bingo.
Yes.
So information went home about that this past Wednesday. So please take a look at that and sign up if you're interested to come. Right. Well, have a great night, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.